line. That's Emily Rylance. Another sub from Melbourne. Jai Dalmau's coming in along with Mathali coming in for the active Zoe Day and Amy Cohen.
So we've nearly finished the first quarter here, Nick. What do you think is going to be the deciding factor between the two teams?
I think it's just going to be whoever's going to knock down some shots with some consistency. At the moment, both teams are playing pretty hard. Zoe Day and Ali Fisher have been the dynamos for Melbourne so far, kicking it and driving it at will. Not being able to knock down some shots, but they've been getting to the line, which is key early. Maybe Van Doren can make something happen in the end of this first period between Melbourne and Monash.
Coach is calling one shot.
Off on that one. Jai Dalmau.
2 seconds to go. Puts it up.
Oh, just off on that one.
Wow.
Buzzer beater to close out.
What a tight first quarter.
Absolutely.
So now we've got a 2-minute intermission and then on to the second. But yeah, definitely, Nick. I think it's going to be a tight game and just come down to who can make some shots. Both teams have been pushing it, getting good looks, but just haven't been able to convert.
Quite a big part of that could be the nerves of playing in such a massive game, representing uni in the fierce rivalry in the big blue. Hopefully some nerves will potentially quieten down and the game can open up and the scoring can get a little bit higher.
Yeah.
But already it's been a tight and furious start and been great basketball to watch.
For a lot of the players, it will be the first time they're playing live to an audience. So I'm sure that must be on the back of their minds.
Yes, quite a few of the girls I imagine would have let their mates know that, hey, we'll be on Facebook Live. We're streaming. Watch me strut my stuff.
At halftime, we've got some cheerleaders performing as well.
There you go. More entertainment for the crowd.
Yeah.
We're starting to build here in the stadium here at Parkville.
Should be quite a spectacle. And then we've got the men's coming on after this as well.
Yes.
And that's actually been quite a tight competition between Monash and Melbourne Uni, splitting the past 4 years.
Be very interesting to see who gets the win tonight.
Definitely.
It'll be huge in determining the overall winner of the Big Blue. We've also got some other games going on at the moment, which we'll be updating scores with when we get them, with the touch footy and the hockey being played also at the same time. Or we will here commentating the basketball for you here.
Now, Nick, are you from Melbourne Uni?
I actually did my undergraduate at Melbourne. I did my BA here, graduated about 3 years ago, and then I actually went over to Monash to do my Masters. So
oh, wow.
I'm sitting in the middle here tonight.
Sitting on the fence. Well, that's great that you can come back and represent both universities.
Absolutely.
Tonight.
It's great to be able to watch some great basketball being played here between the two rivals.
Okay, early steal here by Monash.
Found there by Melbourne. Good hustle. And the intent is there. The intent is there.
Eloise Moran there with the steal. Good hands. Very good hands.
It's Kalia Haslam pushing it up there. Looking to instigate the offense here for Monash. Draws the foul there.
Quite a lot of fouls early on.
Yeah, not much success with the outside game for both teams too much, so they've been looking to take it inside and try and draw that contact. Most points being scored at the foul line, you're right. That's Sian Gillum here from the Elephant Wildcats. Going 1 for 1 at the line there. But Monash have got the offensive rebound.
But Melbourne secures it. Looking to
trapping
push it.
D.
Oh, but
Bad luck
stolen
from Tess
back
Young.
again. Off the
Unable
side
to
of
get
the
the lead up to
backboard.
go. Melbourne looking to push in transition.
There's a three.
Ooh,
Knocks it
big
down.
shot from Jai Dalmau.
I think that's the first 3-point of the game. Good confidence there.
Hopefully started to open up now. The offenses for both teams. Can they get those 3 points right back? No. Kalia Haslam unable to convert there on the long ball. Monash setting that trap in the half court. Causing the turnover there. Great defense there from Monash.
Both teams are really playing some good defense here.
Absolutely.
Applying the pressure.
And it'll be Monash ball. Again with Kalia Haslam getting things going. Looking inside there. Great pass.
Unable to finish.
And that was Jackie Trotter there, unable to get it done inside.
Another trap here. Jump ball. That's interesting that they're going to that trap.
Very early as well.
Definitely. See how long they can hold it.
That's a sub there for Melbourne. Fisher coming back in to settle things down.
See if she can bring that energy from earlier.
Definitely. And that composure on the ball she showed already.
Definitely.
Playing that point guard position. Monash. See if they can execute off the inbound play. Here looking for Gillum again.
Ali Fisher on the ball. Switching.
Inside. Oh.
That was a great pass there.
A good foul.
Zoe Day really carrying the Monash team here. Both inside, getting to the line, and there with a great pass. It was a smart foul by Melbourne.
See if Jackie Trotto can get it done at the line here. Stop on that first one there. And off on the second, unable to get that rebound.
Again, trapping, but they get it out. Now
Fisher's
pushing
got
it.
a lot of court. She takes it inside.
Passes.
Alexander, can she finish? No, airballs that one, and Monash are sprinting the other way.
Zoe Day.
Easy layup there for Jackie Trotto on the fast break. Looking inside there for Amy Cohen.
Foul
Found the
scored.
catch.
I think that'll be another key tonight, Nick. Just that those fast breaks. See who can really capitalize on them.
Absolutely. Both teams have got some absolute weapons in transition.
So far, Monash has really
Alexander off on that one.
really pushed it, and hopefully Melbourne can get back.
Looking inside there.
Good steal.
Probably could have gone up for the layup there. Fisher again on the fast break, looking, searching. Might take it all the way herself. No, she has to pull back. And reset again.
That was good help defense there by Zoe Day. Again. And so far, Melbourne really hasn't been able to get very much action inside the key.
No. A lot of the shots have been either at the free throw line or with some outside jumpers.
Exactly.
Monash's internal D is holding strong so far. Haslam kicking it outside. Looking for Rylance.
In and out.
That's Mathali. Kicking it to Fisher. Can lay up. Oh, blows that one. But big rebound there from maybe Cohen. Huge offensive board there. I think the battle
Melbourne Uni
between
inbounding.
herself and Tess Young is going to be big on the boards.
Alexander moving around the perimeter. Good drive there.
And in and out there for Zoe Day.
Melbourne Uni ball inbounding again.
Substitution there. Tess Young coming off for McCullough
And Alexander going off.
as well.
Melbourne Uni.
Van Doren and Fogarty checking back in. Melbourne are definitely looking for Fisher quite often. Looks outside. Just off on that one there, Zoe Day.
Ran the play well though, the inbounds play, so that's good to see from
Was a
Melbourne
very
Uni.
good look. Those ones will go down. Looks inside, easy look there, or just out.
That was very unlucky, wasn't it? They've had a lot of those.
There's been a lot of in and out, sort of little looks that just haven't dropped. It's been that kind of game so far. We're still locked in a very tight battle, 8-9.
Low scoring, but tight.
Big block there from Fogarty.
Thought I actually had a bit of a slap, a foul, but
Thought the foul might have been called, but the ref didn't agree. But Monash will go to the line. Kayla Quinn, see if she can get it done here from the line. First one drops. Just off on the second there. Fisher again. Looking to move.
good
It's
fake
the Fisher
there.
Day show at the moment for Melbourne. Fisher is off there from long range. Fogarty can't secure that rebound. It's Monash going back the other way through Gillum.
Travel
That's
call.
a travel call there on Kalia Haslam.
Just to welcome anyone who's just arrived, today's match is of men's and women's basketball as part of the annual Big Blue competition to test the friendly rivalry between Victoria's oldest two universities. Melbourne and Monash are Australian university sport powerhouses and regularly dominate the Nationals Div 1 and 2 university games. So it's great to have Monash here today at the Nonali Sports Centre, and so far it's been a great afternoon. Both teams competing.
Been tight basketball so far.
Yeah.
And the Monash girls have been incredibly successful in the basketball, taking the last 4 encounters. So Melbourne doing well to hang tough here and keep it pretty tight.
Definitely.
In the early goings.
We've even got some of the scores here. So 2014, it was Monash who won 51-29.
Big win there.
Very big. Then 2016, it was 46-35 for Monash. So not as big of a win, but still convincing from Monash. And then last year in 2017, it was 54-33. So far this is really proving to be quite a tight one.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the scores will get even near some of those ones so far. So it's been a tight and close-fought game, which is what we like to see.
Can change any second though. Once one team starts knocking down some of those shots they're missing, it can...
You do feel like the game's sort of on the precipice of opening up a little bit.
Definitely.
It just depends whether Monash or Melbourne are going to take the advantage there and start pushing that scoring margin out. Ali Fisher definitely instigating the offense on pretty much every drive here for Melbourne. Looking for Van Doren and Day in particular.
Good pass inside.
Great look. Fogarty can't convert on that one, but that was much better offensive execution there from Melbourne. Just couldn't finish the play. Looking outside there. Off on that one.
Great effort by Melbourne. You need to get back on defense there.
They did very well.
Had 2 players back immediately. Stopped the fast break.
It's a good transition
an easy
day.
bucket.
Monash will look to inbound and get on the score sheet again. Haslam trying to get things going here for Monash. Frees herself just off on the jump shot there. Bit of a careless foul there from Westmoreland. And Melbourne will look to push through Fisher again.
She's great control over the ball, really leading this Melbourne Uni team.
Fisher's handles have been a feature so far.
And there we go.
Big shot there from Stephanie Pitt. Haslam looking to back down. Outside. Shot
just
off
long
there.
And another trap by Monash. This is really, they're really going or leaning on that trap.
They are.
And so far with great success.
Yeah, it's proving well for them so far. Another timeout here. The score's 9-11 in favour of Melbourne. Just almost at half-time here with around 1 minute and 40 seconds left.
And so for coaching Melbourne Uni, we've got Grantley Bernard, who's actually the Big V coach as well.
There you go.
Melbourne Uni has 2 Big V teams, which is the Victorian Professional League, Div 1 Men's and Div 2 Women's, so that's quite exciting.
Very exciting indeed.
And actually, Ali Fisher is also playing in the Melbourne Uni Big V team.
Yeah,
so
she's definitely showing she's one of the players to watch so far in the early goings of this half. And we've just got a score update here. Adrian, what are the scores in these other matches in the Big Blue that are so important?
So for the men's touch, we've got Monash leading 3-2 at half-time. So
Close.
That's, very close, just like this game. It's really, exciting to see these two universities competing in so many different sports.
Absolutely.
And the athletes really get around it.
Yeah, it's with the athletes, they take a great pride in representing the universities, particularly when they're going into this fierce rivalry between Monash and Melbourne. This is one they really G themselves up for, and they want to have a big game and come out with the win, which leads to amazing results and close games like the one that we're witnessing right now.
I suppose you would know that Besnick, being from or having studied at Melbourne Uni and Monash. Yeah,
it was huge to be able to go out there play sport. You want to pull on those jerseys. You want to represent your university with pride.
Can you give us a favourite or?
Sorry?
Can you give us a favourite university or one you're favouring tonight, or is that off the table?
Oh, it's off the table. I've got to commentate down the line. I did just finish at Monash at the end of last year, so probably just the affinity there just a little bit. But no, I want to see a good game tonight, and that's what we've been getting so far.
Definitely. So I think we've actually just started the third quarter.
Yes, we've kicked right into it. No halftime performance.
Monash ball.
Looking inside.
Stephanie Pitt.
Inside.
Zoe
Can't
Day
finish.
there.
Jackie Trotto can't get it done there.
A few offensive rebounds in a row there for Monash.
Yeah, Trotto's been good on the board so far.
Definitely.
Using her length to her advantage and the team's advantage.
That's something Melbourne Uni really has to stop if they want to win this game.
Yeah, a few of the Monash players seem to be a bit of a problem on the boards here. Taylor Fogarty's got a big job to do inside for Melbourne.
Right.
And 2 from 2 there is Jackie Trotto.
Trap again.
And again, Fisher has to kick it out, looks for Day.
Well played.
And they're out of that trap. Day inside with a little runner. Can't get that to go.
Ali Fisher's got the ball again.
Haslam. Haslam fakes. Knocks it down.
Very nice play there. Tricked everyone.
Had the wide open left-handed J. Pushing it up there for Van Doren, which can't hold on to that one, and it's going to go back for Monash ball.
So Monash have actually come out firing in this third quarter, down by 2 and now up by 2.
They've turned it around with some quick buckets here. Again, has them looking.
Another shot.
Short on that 3 there from Emily Rylance.
But the follow-up again.
But she'll have another look there with the runner. Just off on that one as well.
Good board.
Very big board
Melbourne
there.
Uni needed that. Very
Van Doren. Fisher looking inside for Fogarty, but can't secure that pass. It was just going a little bit too long for her. But Fisher's come up again. to own pressure. Haslam, I feel like this is going to be a massive matchup going into the second half, Fisher versus Haslam.
Definitely.
Looks again, Haslam for a 3. Had the hot hand, but off on that one. Back, looking again, Zoe Day. Unable to finish on that one. Definitely Melbourne looking to get past that trap and push the ball quickly in transition to get it up there. But just haven't finished on a couple of looks inside. But the idea is working.
Trotto's been setting some big screens for Monash as well. In that play just before, you saw Trotto setting a screen and then an open 3.
Trotto's been massive on both ends so far. Tess Young looking. Here's Trotto, who we were just speaking about. And she's got the range outside. She's doing it all at the moment.
Wow. And timeout call.
Melbourne have got to call a timeout after Monash have come out firing in that period. Melbourne called a timeout, just looking for some answers here. They've been stunned.
I think the key is just maintaining composure. In a lot of the past possessions from Melbourne, we've been pushing it almost a bit too fast. Led to a few turnovers. Just want to keep it compact. Ali Fisher was doing a great job in the first 2 quarters, keeping her composure, and hopefully she can continue that as the game goes on. Yeah,
they've tried the right idea to try and get past the trap and try and kick it down the court for some longer passes. But when you're passing over that length of the court, you do leave yourself open to potentially cause some turnovers going back the other way. And sometimes the passes they've tried to look for inside, they just haven't been able to pull it off and finish with some layups close to the rim. But
definitely. Especially with these long players from Monash, it makes it a whole lot harder.
Just the length is causing a serious problem for Melbourne on both ends. And the game's starting to open up now for Monash. So it was very timely timeout taken there by Melbourne to try and resettle, refocus, and see if they can wrest some of this momentum back that's clearly in favour of Monash at the moment.
Be interesting to see who stays on for Melbourne. It looks like Ali Fisher is still out there.
Yep, we've got Fisher, Pitt, Fogarty, Van Doren, and Day.
Here we go.
Definitely running a much smaller team. See if they can take some advantage with the guards and some shooting here. Van Doren turns around, fires off on that one.
Right idea though, right idea.
She had the look. Here's Trotto again. Running up the court. Just off on that one there. Big board from Van Doren.
She holds it.
The Fisher's looking to push here again with these long cross-court passes. Pitt can't get her hands on it. And again, they keep just causing a couple of turnovers there. Unable to settle down. Of trying to get past this trap. And it's definitely working, but just in that last little third of the court. Unable to secure it and capitalise on the other end. Trotto again looking inside, draws the foul.
Great
she has
drive
been
there
a
by
handful
Trotto.
Coming into this third quarter, an absolute handful. Going to the line once again.
Definitely the most valuable player for Monash so far.
Cohen's checking in. Sorry, not Cohen. Rollins is coming off for Lise Moran.
Trotto unable to hit the first one. But sinks the second.
Day getting past there, just trying to settle it down a little bit. See if Melbourne can get some baskets with in the half-court offense. Day is looking for that perimeter shot, off on that one. And it's going to go back the other way from Monash ball. Melbourne in desperate need of a basket here.
I don't think it's scored this quarter, actually.
No, they've been unable to get on the score sheet. To wrest back some momentum. We were talking about if the game was going to open up, which team would take that momentum, and it's definitely with Monash at the moment. Looking outside. Kicking it inside to Tess Young, unable to finish there.
Good defense there by Day.
Can Melbourne get on the score sheet here and turn things around? Stop this run. Van Doren looking for their outside shot.
Just off.
Can't get that one to drop.
Need to get back on defense here.
Pushing in again, Monash looking inside to Gillum. Easy 2.
They're the sort of points they need to prevent, those easy buckets under the rim. So far, Melbourne Uni has been doing great, getting back on defense,
Almost
but they just had a lapse there.
Yeah, Monash scoring with ease at the moment. Melbourne Uni just look a little bit rattled here, trying to get that momentum back, stop this run. Kicking inside of Fogarty, outside of Alexander.
It's a good shot. Unable
Can't knock
to
that
finish.
one down. There's a foul on Gillum there. And that one's on Van Doren.
So Monash up 7 points now, starting to open up a gap. But Melbourne Uni definitely within striking distance here.
Indeed. Michaela Quinn coming in for Tess Young for Monash.
Bit of a switch up, see what happens.
And Cohen comes in here for Fogarty. See if she can make a difference inside. And use that length to her advantage. Just off from that one. Gillum, huge offensive rebound and the bucket as well. Really starting to open up here now for Monash, 20-11. Van Doren.
And the first bucket
down
for Melbourne Uni this quarter. That's
boards.
a big one.
Immediately Haslam's looking to push.
Good trap there, good defense.
Great steal from Alexander, and she's going. She's looking for Van Doren on the inside. Just can't nail the pass there.
Just a bit too high. Unlucky, but great thought there.
Yeah, the ideas are going the right way for Melbourne. They're just missing a couple of passes, looking to finish on the inside there. But as you said, Adrian, the idea is the right way for Melbourne. They just need to start getting some shots dropping. It's Gillen working with Rylance. Quen's fouled. We'll go to the line.
Shots on line. Nick, what do you think the key is for Melbourne to come back in this one?
They just need to tighten up on their interior defense at the moment. Monash are getting a lot of easier looks now inside through Gillum, through Quinn, through Rylance as well.
And a lot of second chance points, I think, as well.
Yeah, Jackie Trotto had some massive offensive rebounds as well. Gillum just had one on a previous play.
Yeah.
Those second chance buckets are a heartbreaker. And the other thing we've just seen there is just
turnovers.
Unable to cut down on these turnovers. A lot of errant passes, trying to look for that interior. But they just can't get it done. Haslam slowing things down now.
Good crossover by Haslam.
Floater unable to go. Gillen going hard for the rebound there, but she fouls Zoe Day in the process. And now we're just under a minute here to go in the third term. If Melbourne can get a bucket here to finish the quarter, it'd be massive going into the last to try and have a crack at this 7-point lead. That
another turnover by Melbourne. Oh, but they pick it up. Can they convert?
Down Mouse, trapped there, gets out, and is fouled. She'll go to the line to finish off this quarter here. She can get a couple down. It's only 5 points going into the last change, which is not an insurmountable lead.
Emily Rylance wasn't happy with that call there from Monash.
No, not happy with that one at all.
Melbourne misses the first one though. This would really be key if they could just sink one for the end of the quarter.
Just for a bit of confidence.
Exactly. But unable to finish.
Ooh. Amy Cohen just couldn't get it done there, right on the buzzer.
Unfortunate finish there, but that's really the way it's been going for Melbourne Uni this quarter, isn't it?
Just haven't been able to convert inside particularly. And as you said, Adrian, the passes, the turnovers have been just very wayward that quarter. Trying to, get past the trap in the early goings and looking for some quick buckets and using their speed in transition. But just that last pass has been lacking for them so far, and it's why Monash have got a 7-point lead at the moment.
Yeah, we said coming into this quarter that any team could really set themselves apart in this quarter, and Monash have done that. They've come out, scored 11 points to Melbourne Uni's 2. So it's been a massive turnaround.
That's correct.
Melbourne, that being said, Melbourne can come back this quarter and do the exact same thing. So
if they just start holding onto the ball a little bit better and tightening up that interior D, it's not an insurmountable lead, 7 points. If Fisher and Day, Van Doren, Fogarty, those girls can get some things going for them both inside and outside, it could be set for a grandstand finish here at Parkville. And if you're just joining us here, yes, this is the basketball iteration of the Big Blue between Melbourne Uni and Monash Uni here at the Parkville campus in Melbourne. We've got a 20-13 scoreline in favour of Monash after a blistering third quarter, where they opened up the lead with some fast break points and some damaging inside basketball.
And here we can see the Monash men team warming up. That's coming up after the women's have finished. Yes,
getting some shots up. They will also, their match, contributing to the overall standings of the Big Blue competition, which Melbourne currently lead 2-0 after wins in the cricket and the football yesterday. Monash looking to peg that back to 2-1 with the women's basketball here. Maybe make it 2-2 after the men's game.
Monash are also leading the touch rugby. So 3-2 at the moment. Hopefully we can turn it around there.
And set for a big last quarter here. Melbourne inbound and get things started. Paint's opened up there. Alexander chooses not to shoot. Looks for Cohen on the outside. Can't knock that one down. That would have been big.
Fast break here. Melbourne back on D again. Great job. Trotto passing it off.
Rylance faking. Looking for Trotto again.
Great ball movement.
But Gillam's just had, I think, at least 3 offensive rebounds that have led to second chance points here for Monash. Those are absolute backbreakers. And again, we're talking about the turnovers again for Monash. Trotto can't convert inside. Can't get that one to drop. Alexander secures the rebound. But those second chance points in the turnovers.
And another turnover, Nick.
Easy layup. There for Elise Moran.
That's what's killing them.
Just those easy buckets are absolute confidence sappers. Zoe Day floating it inside. Big bucket there for Melbourne.
And the Melbourne Uni bench is cheering them on. They're getting excited. They know this is in their reach. They just got to pull it together. Like you were saying, Nick, limit those turnovers.
Can't get that 3 to go there, Rylance. Yet those turnovers are massive at the moment. And it's going to kick back Melbourne's way. If they can get the next bucket and get a bit of a run on here, could be set up for a very exciting finish indeed.
Long
Again,
pass
looking
there.
for that long pass, get out of the trap.
Another one.
Alexander moved it beautifully, but chose not to take it inside. Looking for that outside jumper. Probably could have gone in for a layup there.
Agree with you, Nick.
Day off there on the 3. Doesn't go for the hustle play, and it's going to come back for a Monash ball. Is Haslam coming in there for Moran. Taking in time up the court is Haslam.
Good screen there by Trotto.
Again, Haslam for a 3. Does not drop, but again, another offensive rebound there for Sean Gillam. Being huge. Haslam stepping back. Can't knock that one down either.
And another board.
These rebounds are astronomically in favour of Monash at the
moment.
Another one. And another one, as I said, and Haslam knocks that one down. They're just backbreakers.
It's quite amazing, Nick, how well Monash is rebounding.
They're absolutely destroying the offensive glass at the moment, and it's just proving too much. And again, another turnover there from Zoe Day, throwing that one just out of reach.
Now, we said that the Monash team is a bit longer, but it does come down to effort as well here.
Yeah, the length certainly goes a fair way, but Melbourne just need to be a bit smarter with their passes a little bit. They're looking to probably push it a little bit too much, but there's still 7.5 minutes here left on the clock. They take their time. Look for some good baskets. Here's Rylance. Look inside.
Open 3.
Haslam can't knock that one down. Van Doren gets a long
good.
overdue rebound there for Melbourne.
Able to get it out.
And Day looking to push up. She's looking for an option. She's got Van Doren wide. Can't hang on to the pass. I think she was already looking to shoot that one before she got it.
And the crowd's building up here in the non-elite sports centre. Great to see some students supporting the...
Yes. We've probably got some alumni here in the crowd who are quite used to wearing these jerseys and playing hard for their respective unis, and they're liking what they're seeing out here, particularly if you're a Monash fan. Up court.
Setting up the fast break.
Mathali can't hang on to that one. And they pushed it back the other way with Haslam. Looking inside. Fouled on the shot there is Tess Young, and she'll go to the line. You sense if Melbourne don't get a couple of baskets now in the next few minutes, then it might start to get a little bit out of reach for them.
And I liked what I saw there from Zoe Day. She went for the block. I actually thought it was all ball, but foul's called. Just keep with it.
Yeah, she's looking a bit amazed after that call, but she's going to check out now. One point guard replaces another as Ali Fisher comes back in, trying to assert some control back for Melbourne here and see if they can make one last push to have a crack at this lead.
Hopefully she can bring that composure from the first quarter.
Absolutely. Her handles and ball security's been great here.
Already making an impact. Bring it up.
Another turnover there from Mathali. Oh, blows the layup there, Jackie Trotto. That would have been a massive basket in the context of this game.
Definitely.
At the moment,
it's inside. Kicks it out.
Lead.
Ali Fisher
again. She's probably got the look there. Looks outside. Blocked there from Emily Rylance. Here's Haslam again looking to push.
And
takes it inside to go to the line.
We've just got a score update here from the men's touch. It's 6-6 at full time, so we're going to a drop-off.
Oh, wow.
Penalty shootout situation. That's very exciting, isn't it?
If you're in the Parkville vicinity and you want to get some exciting sport, pop over the field and see the touch footy. That's sure to be an absolutely exhilarating finish there.
Definitely.
And after that, make sure to come back to the Non-Elite Sports Centre here at the stadium.
It's all free. There's food.
Yes, come down and grab a free snag. Come for the snags and stay for the sports here. The exciting competition here we've got in the big blue.
It's great that the universities really invest in a sporting culture, in the students.
Absolutely.
And putting on Monash Uni, Melbourne Uni, putting on this great event.
Yeah, we're starting to get, definitely, as you said, Adrian, much more of a crowd here to witness as the guys are starting to warm up a little bit. You can see them in some of the timeouts and the breaks. They'll be keen to do their bit for their unis in the men's game coming up next. Here's Fisher with the screen there. Kicks it outside to Joe Mana. Fogarty inside. Can't get that one to drop. But it'll stay down this end with Melbourne ball. They need to get a basket soon.
Definitely.
It's currently a 15-point lead, 29-14 in favour of Monash.
And only 5 minutes to go. So if they want to come back, they have to start now.
They need to get some run on here. Fisher looking inside again, draws the foul.
2 shots. This could be their chance.
If they can get a couple, if they knock these 2 down here and start tightening up on the defensive end, Fisher and co need to start making a run here.
And I believe they've actually stopped the clock. So this is one of the interesting things about basketball. They the last 5 minutes can stretch out quite a bit.
Yeah, even though you see 5 minutes 44 on the clock there, sometimes depending on the margin, if it's coming down to the wire, it can almost feel like half an hour.
Exactly right, Nick.
Here's Haslam again. Can't knock that jumper down.
Good
She's been a bit off on the last couple. A couple more baskets are really going to put this out of reach. Working inside, Fisher with the move. What a finish there from Ali Fisher. Air balls that one. That was Elise Moran.
Monash faltering here a little bit. Melbourne Uni ball.
Just getting tight down the wire.
And I've actually
We've got an update.
Just got news, yeah. Melbourne Uni. They've won the men's touch by one goal.
One goal.
Drop off. So that's actually quite an upset. Monash were the favourites coming in.
A huge upset.
There you go.
So that means it's 3-0 currently in the big blue to Melbourne. Massive.
Yeah. And that just shows that anything can happen.
Inside and drops it and one. She'll go to the line to convert the 3-point play. Great work inside there from Amy Cohen for Melbourne.
So a mini run here by Melbourne.
Yeah, they're starting to make Monash a little bit nervous. So it's an 11-point margin, but we've still got 4 minutes 50 to go. Anything can happen in these big blue games. Can't convert on the three-point play, unfortunately.
That's a shame.
Haslam looking to push. Monash would love a bucket here. Haslam can't get that one. She's missed on the last few, actually.
Yeah.
And Fisher is up and about here, orchestrating things. Settles here, looking for the stream from Fogarty.
On the ground.
Does
Melbourne
well to kick that back out. Cohen to Fogarty.
Finish it.
Inside. That's Monash ball.
Mathali's actually had a few key rebounds here in the last 2 possessions.
She has been active there for Melbourne, and we've got a timeout. So 29-20. The game's definitely started to close down a little bit more. Melbourne have chipped away at that scoreline. And it only remains in single figures now. 29-20 in favour of Monash. This is going to set up for a pretty exciting last 4 minutes of the game here.
Definitely.
Adrian.
And like we were just saying, it's 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. So from that last interval where we were talking, there was 5 minutes left. Really, you know, there's still a lot of time. A lot
the
could happen.
game's changed in just a short period of time.
Definitely.
It only takes a couple of mini runs or even a big run here from Melbourne. I'm hoping that this timeout doesn't halt their momentum and set up an even closer scoreline.
Was that Monash or Melbourne who called the timeout?
I think it was Monash there. It was called the timeout. Just trying to arrest some control back.
Yeah.
They've certainly lost their way in the last couple of minutes of the game.
Smart play there by the Monash coach.
Just settling down there. Haslam missed the last couple of shots. Gilm's come back in here. Hopefully she can make another impact for them as she did earlier. Here's Melbourne with the trap now. Haslam trying to navigate. It's passed and she'll set things up once again here for Monash. Rylance looking to take the inside. Whips it through.
I think Rylance actually stepped out there.
It looks pretty close there.
Bit of confusion here.
Run refs called for
stepping out.
It's Monash ball.
I think the two referees had a bit differing opinions there.
Yeah, the Melbourne coach is throwing his hands up in dismay, wondering what's going on here. Must have copped a hit off a Melbourne foot or hand.
Both coaches on the sideline pointing.
Trying to set up. It's still a Monash ball, it looks like. So Rylance, who is looking to throw the ball back into the middle there, looking for the open Monash, but it's missed everyone. But yeah, it looks like it's taken a Monash hit, a Melbourne hit, sorry, on the way through. Fisher looked to just leave the ball and let it roll out.
Maybe on the live stream, people can actually see what exactly happened. We've got quite a few camera angles here.
There you go. Can't finish on the shot clock there. Had to push that up quickly. Did well to even get a shot off really there from Monash, but
definitely.
Tess Young couldn't get that one going.
Ali Fisher bringing it up again.
Looks there for Cohen outside.
Great
Nails
shot.
it. Back to 7 here.
Very
We're not
tight.
done yet here. We're not done here yet at Parkville. Monash haven't scored in at least 2 or 3 minutes here.
No. Rylance passing to Gillam. Back to Haslam.
Haslam's there. Looking for Tess Young inside. Gillam outside. He's way off on that one. And again, it's Melbourne ball with a chance to cut it down to 5.
Monash might be starting to feel the pressure here.
One more bucket here will be huge. Cohen's immediately stopped there and fouled by Gillam.
That was an odd play, actually. Wonder if that was intentional fouling or... Oh, Monash ball.
Not sure what the foul call was there. Was it an errant elbow? Might have stepped back.
Good D there by Mathali.
Trotto is shin. Interesting foul call there, and even Trotto's grin suggesting she might have got away with one there.
Melbourne Uni bench not happy.
Not happy at all. Dave's checking back in Van Doren. Their scorers are coming back in for one last push. We've got 3 minutes to go here. Trotto trying to get this lead closer to the double-digit margin than it was before, but she's off on the first.
She really came alive in the third quarter, but has stepped down a little bit now.
Knocks that second one down. We've got 30 to 22 here. 8-point margin. Still plenty of time.
3 minutes to go.
Melbourne need this one. They've had most of the momentum so far in this last period, but they need a couple more buckets. Fogarty looking outside. Fisher driving. Turnover.
Unable to finish the pass.
And on the break,
this could be key.
Haslam.
She can't convert.
Can't get that one. Might have been a foul. A miss there. Haslam certainly wanted
good hustle by Melbourne Uni to get back.
They did very well to get back on that fast break.
Would have been easy to let it go, but they kept with it.
Trotto looking inside, off on that one, but a big offensive rebound.
And a three.
Off on that one again. Hasn't been able to get it going here in the last quarter.
Trotto got another rebound though. That is very key. And
open look inside. Where was the defense on Trotto? She converts with ease.
10-point game.
A double-digit lead might be a bit hard from here.
Another turnover.
Gillam's looking to push down court and maybe secure this win here for Monash. Trotto looking outside. Gillam for three. Short on that one, but a big offensive rebound there for Emily Rylance.
And that's really been the deciding factor tonight.
The boards have just been all in favour of Monash. And saying that, Cohen drags that one down. They need a quick two here. Fisher looking. Zoe Day jacking one up for three. Ooh, a bit long on that one. And here's Trotto again. Looking to finish things off here for Monash. Just over a minute to go. Off on that three, but Trotto again on the boards. Can't convert on the second chance. Layup. Fisher hustles well for a rebound there. She gets it back. They need a basket here. Van Doren. Big block there from Rylance.
Melbourne able to get it inside.
Line. Suggest there might just be not enough clock here left for Melbourne.
Yeah, we've got 1 minute to go. 10-point lead. It will be tough.
Fogarty will go to the line. Knock these down.
And you saw there, Melbourne just put up a three. Although it wasn't the best shot, they realise now that to get it back,
need points.
Yeah, they need points, exactly.
Fogarty knocks that first one down to cut it down to 9 points behind Monash. Just 2 from 2.
That helps.
They need a stop here, Melbourne. A quick one. Trotto looking to push past Zoe Day there. And they're just going to look to hold on to the ball here.
Good
drag some of that clock
by
out.
Trotto.
Doing the smart thing there. Not jacking one up. Four left on the shot clock. She got one up. Off on the three there was Lois Moran.
Another board there.
Gillam again. Huge. Looking inside there for Trotto. Kicks it back outside. Gillam fakes. Takes it inside.
Jump ball.
Jump ball there.
Gillam just
huge on the boards. Gillam and Trotto have just been massive on the offensive glass, really.
Definitely.
The real standouts there for Monash.
And we said coming into this that length might be a deciding factor.
Yes, that length and height has definitely proved a key factor in what's looking like a Monash win here.
10 seconds to go.
Can't knock that down. Trotto almost secured another offensive rebound.
Ali Fisher bringing up for maybe the last time. And another steal.
And that'll do it.
Well, Nick, that was a great game.
That was a very exciting game. 32-24. That means Monash are on the board in the big blue.
Started off very even. Both teams really struggling to finish.
Yeah, as we said, we were waiting for one of the teams to really sort of start making a run and open up the game, and in the end it was Monash.
During that third quarter, the key quarter.
That was just massive. It really blew the game open and just put together really an insurmountable lead there for Melbourne to come back in. Melbourne started the fourth quarter really well. Fisher was getting things going for them.
Gained some momentum, but just wasn't enough.
But, yeah, as we said, offensive rebounds. Rebounds in general, but particularly on that offensive end with Sean Gillum, Jackie Trotto in particular, just proving an absolute force here. So
it's great to see the sportsmanship there. Both teams going up to the refs, congratulating the refs and each other, the opposing teams.
Absolutely. Although it's a fierce rivalry, it's been played in good spirit.
Definitely.
All the way through, which is what we want to see here.
And you could see both teams were happy to be on the court representing their university, like
Absolutely.
You were saying before.
A massive game, really, for anyone pulling on either the grey or the blue jerseys here for their respective unis. The guys are out here warming up. Melbourne's cheerleaders are out to give this ever-growing crowd here
bit of a show.
Some entertainment, yes. Particularly up top where Adrian and I are sitting, where definitely the crowd's starting to fill up. And come to watch the guys put up another exciting iteration in this basketball series between the two unis that Adrian, you said, has been very close in previous years. So we might just take a short break here, and we'll be back for the men's action in the big blue. Okay, we're back here at the Nona Lee Sports Centre here in Parkfield at Melbourne Uni for the men's iteration of the basketball Big Blue.
Just about to tip off. Got two big teams here.
Some big units there at the tip-off.
James O'Connor from Melbourne Uni, just over 2 metres tall.
Yeah, some Craig Dent there for Monash in the grey.
Ooh.
Oh, ref can't get out of the way, and it's going to be Monash ball. Riley Henderson instigating things here.
And
Good
already
D.
you can see very quick pace here.
Absolutely.
Both teams going for it.
I expect we'll see much of that furious start that we saw in the girls.
Conrad Cooper bringing it up from Melbourne Uni.
Outside shot there is off for Iggy Spiller.
Board by Conrad Cooper though. No, Monash ball.
Kicking it up court. It's Luke Hughes.
Conrad
Trying
Cooper
to-
with the steal.
Yeah, they're looking inside early.
Impressive start.
Screen. Cooper again looking inside. Can't. Out on the break. Great take. Can't hold on to it though.
Monash there with a good sequence of defense, then pushing it hard.
Just unable to finish that last piece of the puzzle up and get the layup there.
It was a great pickup by
With-
Callan Francis though.
Absolutely, and Henderson's athleticism you can see already is proving quite an asset for Monash on both ends. Going outside. Big three there from Dominic Kumos.
And it was a fake by Cooper that really set it all up.
Just allowed that pretty open look there for Kumos. He's pushing here.
Ooh.
Gets a steal.
Great
He's playing both
pressure.
ends here, Kumos. Looks inside.
Pass.
And
And
a
finish.
finish there for Mickey Spiller. Sort of three-guard lineup here with Kumos and Spiller.
Three by Monash there.
And Kloss as well, yes.
Francis, big shot.
Huge basket there from Francis.
5-4, quick start by both teams.
It's definitely been electric so far. Oh, good hit there.
And great hustle by
Absolutely, Kuzmo's trying to keep it inbound there. Does well to get it outside to Kloss. Can't hold on to it there. And that was Joel Rhymes there. The Doctor of Philosophy from the Diamond Valley Eagles. Unable to corral that one and get to the line or finish. So it's going to go back the other way with the Monash ball.
You can see 7 of 10 Melbourne Uni players actually play professional basketball. So it's quite a
The standard
an
so
elite
far.
team, yeah.
Yes. Another turnover there. Off on the shot. Monash looking to push the other way. And fouled in the process.
likewise.
There was Mackenzie Canellis.
Monash also has 7 of 10 playing in semi-professional teams. So we should be in store for a good match here.
Absolutely. The crowd's continuing to build inside here at Parkville. And as you said, Adrian, we're set for a great show in the Big Blue. It always is.
Three ball by Monash.
Unable to go. Henderson is definitely the focal point so far for Monash, moving things up the court and looking to penetrate or kick it outside for his shooters.
Kumos bring it up for Melbourne Uni. And
Outside for
three ball.
Spiller. Unable to go. And the pace from Nalia Mayer.
He's really pushing it.
Him and Henderson just in the backcourt, proving a bit of a handful for Monash so far. For Melbourne, sorry.
Big block there by James O'Connor.
Huge D inside there for the big man from Melbourne. With Craig Dent unable to finish inside. But he will go to the line. Kumos takes a seat.
Sinks the first one.
That's Ben Charnley coming in there for Melbourne, replacing Kumos, who's been good so far. And we're all square here. 5 points apiece here in the early goings here in the big blue. Looking outside.
Beautiful take there by Joel Rhymes, just unable to finish.
Cornelson just could not hold on to that one there. There's Canellis up the court once again. Looking inside. Kicks it out.
Good
Yeah, got hit on that one. Bit of a delayed whistle there. Dent gestured up to the face and say, hey ref, I copped a hit on that one. And he gets the foul. Some subs coming in there for Monash. Conrad Cooper's coming in. He's looking for it. Looking outside for Henderson, but great steal there from Charnley. Got up court. Clos looking. Probably had a jump shot there, didn't trust it. Kicks it outside. Big three there from Joel Rhymes. That corner splash.
Great trust in Melbourne Uni there, kicking out for the open three.
That's what you want to see.
Trusting your teammate.
Drive and kick, and yeah, that's it, Adrian. Trust your shooters. Monash, go back the other way. Convert. Conrad Cooper finishing inside.
Got Ben Charnley, bring it up again.
Crossover, smooth moves.
Into James O'Connor.
Inside with a little turnaround. Can't get that one done. Henderson rebounds, and Monash are away again.
That's the sort of shots Melbourne Uni want, though. Get it inside, finish.
That's a good look.
Very good look.
Yeah, you can tell already that the battle of the bigs is going to be a really key in this matchup today.
Definitely, Nick.
So Cornelson there, unable to finish. Another Diamond Valley Eagle out there.
James O'Connor with another rebound.
Monash can't convert on the long ball there.
And we can see that Ben Charnley is really bringing it up for Melbourne Uni every time.
Absolutely.
Initiating that offense. Beautiful pass.
Good screen as well from Cornelson. And big board there, James O'Connor. It's been active earlier, O'Connor. Rhymes can't make it 2 from 2 on the 3 there.
Steal.
But they get it back. Rhymes can atone here. Takes it inside with a hesitation.
Great.
Oh.
James O'Connor.
Just missed the finish. Big miss there from O'Connor. He knows he should have put that one away.
Yeah, you can see it
after
in
the great offensive rebound. They're the ones that you got to try and get. Those second chance points are huge, particularly in a close game like this one we've got in the big blue.
Well said, Nick. Well said. Monash able to get a bucket there.
Go inside again.
And you can see both teams are really playing well together. They seem to have quite a bit of practice under the belt.
Absolutely. The offense is definitely clicking so far. Just unable to convert on a couple of looks, but the looks they're getting. Okay, Cornelson short on that turnaround there. Definitely Melbourne seem to be looking to utilise their post players there. Henderson, big three there. He's been active early. He could be the dynamo here for Monash as they start to kick it out a little bit with a 12-8 lead.
Yeah, small lead for Monash. Melbourne need to hit back.
Again, looking inside there. Charnley looking again for O'Connor. Now we've got some changes coming up here. The starting guards coming back in. Yeah. It's Spiller coming back in as well as Kumos.
Melbourne Uni's gone a whole lot smaller. Yeah. See if they can
Coles takes a seat along with O'Connor and Rhymes. Kumos again. Can he hit from downtown again? Just off on that one. And Monash look to push again. Behind the back move. Great handles there from Mackenzie Canellis. Inside, but Cornelson fouls Dent there. It's Craig Dent there from Sherbrooke, who's been a bit of a handful so far.
Interesting move there by Melbourne Uni to go a lot smaller.
Yeah, they started having a little bit of success when they started to get a bit of length out there. 3 there from Canellis.
Another
drains
big shot.
There's a swish bomb right there from Canellis. Iggy Spiller can't get those 3 points straight back, and Monash go the other way.
And we're
Again.
We're leading towards the end of the first quarter here, and Monash has built out a bit of a lead. Oh, there, two more points.
2 more points there.
At a 9-point
for Craig
lead.
Dent. They're starting to open up a little bit more. You can see just a couple of jump shots. Kumo's getting trapped there, looking for Cornelson. Monash's energy just seems to have lifted a little bit, and it seems that Canellos is driving a lot of that. See again here he is. Holding for that last shot. They've got 4, they've got 3, they've got 2, they've got 1, they've got to go. Too late there.
I don't think they realised it, Nick.
Not paying enough attention there. Poor clock management, and we've got the 17-8 lead there for Monash at the end of the first period. Furious start, but Monash started to open up there, Adrian.
Yeah, it was an interesting fourth quarter. They both teams started off very well, but then in the end, Monash just really sort of picked up their game, whereas Melbourne Uni wasn't able to. So they've built out a 9-point lead here in the first quarter.
Yeah, a couple of missed shots there inside from Melbourne, proving costly because Monash were very quick to utilise their athleticism in transition and push it up the court for some pretty costly baskets. When you miss 2 and then you get it back the other, they get one back the other way. They're backbreakers there for your team.
Definitely, but it looks like it'll be a high-scoring affair.
Definitely. Both teams have got plenty of offensive firepower at the end. And with that firepower, they've definitely got a nice balance between some backcourt versatility with some shooting. But they've also got, we're going to see, I think, probably one of the big matchups is going to be Craig Dent and James O'Connor there inside. Both of the big boys are going to do some damage there. Both teams are going to look for them to gain a bit of advantage in the post area. And I think whoever takes that matchup could be key in deciding the matchup overall for this installment of the Big Blue on the hardwood.
Yeah, definitely, Nick. Already you can see they've been going at it. James O'Connor with a few big rebounds.
Missed a couple of second chance points there,
yeah,
but
right.
you can see we talked about he's visibly disappointed with one of those, but he's getting in a good position to get those rebounds, and I'm sure the shots will start dropping for him soon.
And he's actually coming back from an injury, an ankle injury last year.
Oh, right.
But he has worked his way back into shape and
showing no signs of that injury so far,
which is always good to hear. Of course, injuries can, for any athlete, can be, can cause big struggles. Particularly
an ankle one in basketball, it can prove costly out there. But he's showing no signs. Touch wood that's going to be a problem here tonight, and Melbourne are going to need him if they really want to knock off Monash in this Big Blue game.
Just about to kick off the second quarter here.
Yep, so if you're just joining us here, it's the 3Bs. It's not Big Baller brand, but it's basketball of the Big Blue variety. No LeVar ball in sight, but plenty of good basketball here at the Non-Elite Sports Centre here at the Parkville campus at Melbourne. See, Monash have got the early lead, 17-8.
Nick, would you believe I've actually met LeVar Ball?
I wouldn't, Adrian.
Story for another time.
That's a story and a half. I think we need a few halftime periods to discuss that character. But here we're discussing O'Connor kicking it outside of Rhymes. Kumo's looking to drive off the fake.
Great drive there.
Can't finish.
But second
Kent
chance.
Smacks that outside, trying to look for a teammate to kick it back in transition, but it's gone out of bounds, and Melbourne will reset again. Bit of miscommunication there from Rhymes and Spiller, both looking at each other as like, whose ball is that? Canellos can't capitalise and make him pay on the other end. But Conrad Cooper can. In the first basket here in the second period. That's Charlie trying to look and make things happen. Finishes on the layup there, and they're on the board there, Melbourne.
Good leadership by Charlie there. When things aren't going as planned,
sometimes you just need to
his own hands and
do it yourself.
Finishes, yeah.
Looking in again for Dent. Canellos outside. He's got a pretty smooth stroke.
Would have been a big three.
He's jacking them up, not close to the line. He's got a bit of range, Canellos, but he's misfired on that one, as does Dent. And Melbourne are going back the other way.
Good ball.
Kumo's had Spiller there outside. Chose not to go to him. Goes back to Rhymes. Charlie trying to make things happen. And that's stolen by Monash.
Loses it inside.
A bit of indecision there from O'Connor there. Oh, can't get it going. Cooper can't, but he gets a rebound, and Monash will look to reset here. Looks outside, Canellis again. 3. Oh, that shooting stroke from Canellis is going to be a weapon for Monash.
That could be the deciding factor. I don't think Melbourne Uni hasn't made a 3 yet.
I think
so
Kumos might have got 1 to go early,
1-3,
but
right.
no one's really sort of shooting them with any consistency apart from Mackenzie Canellis out there for Monash. That's a smooth-looking stroke, Adrian.
And that's the way the game's going today, Nick. Really, shooting is taking over, especially in the higher leagues.
Absolutely. If you can't shoot a 3, you struggle to get on a team in these days.
Exactly.
It's all about spacing. I think particularly in this game tonight that we've already talked about the strength of the big players as O'Connor knocks down his first one from the line there. There's going to be a lot of attention going into the paint, and if they're able to get that ball on the outside and let the shooters knock some down, it's whoever's team can get that going will be huge. As Melbourne calls a turnover here off the missed second free throw. They'll look to go again. Here's Rhymes.
Good hustle
facing
there by
up.
Kumos.
Can't knock that one down. That's a Mayer. Trying to avoid Rhymes and gets away. He's a smooth mover, Mayer. Whoa, looking for the lob there.
Now that would have been a play, hey, Nick?
You could hear the crowd with a big gasp there, unable to convert, unfortunately. That was Daniel Kinkeller.
Kinkeller got the height. It was just not the best pass.
Yeah, it was just a little bit off. Oh, he goes down. We have call a doctor. Ankles have been broken here at Parkville.
You could see Charnley break a smile there. What
Hand
a play.
down,
What a
man
play.
down.
But
Woo!
Monash followed up with a jumper.
I quietened the crowd down a bit, but everyone up and about. We saw a couple of big crossovers not too long ago in the NBA when James Harden dropped Wesley Johnson. That was a similar reaction.
Stare down.
He gave him the stare down. I don't think Charlie gave him the stare down that time, but woof, what a crossover. Jeez. Looking inside there for Craig Dent, but we've got a sub here.
And we've just got a quick announcement. We're into the second half of the men's hockey.
Yes.
Monash is up 3-2.
3-2.
So another tight one there.
Another
really.
tight one. There's tight ones all over the Big Blue so far. Obviously, we had the overtime penalty shootout in the touch footy that Melbourne were able to secure.
By 1 goal.
By 1 goal. And so that means the Big Blue overall scoreline is 3-1 after Melbourne secured wins in the footy yesterday by 8 goals and also an 11-run win in the cricket.
And in case you've just joined us, the girls finished up.
Yes.
Very tight game. Monash in the end taking it.
Yes.
With a monster third quarter where they really just broke the game apart.
That monster third quarter, as you said, Adrian, just really, we were talking about it through the live stream. You know, we were sort of like, which team's really going to bust out and start getting a bit of a run on and knock down those baskets. But yeah, through definitely the thing we noticed in that game was the superiority from Monash on the offensive glass. Just was too much for Melbourne with their length.
Yeah,
really helping secure that win. And Monash, the Monash guys here looking to try and make it 2 from 2 in the basketball and the hardwood today with the 24-11 lead here. As they just called timeout.
It is a convincing lead for Monash, but I think, Melbourne can still come back. They've shown some really good signs and just need to finish some more shots. Pretty
early they were scoring with ease, going inside to the big man O'Connor and also with their guard play with Kuzmos and Spiller getting it done. But Monash have arrested control back here. We talked about Canellis' shooting and also their power play inside with Dent and Kinkeller. And just moving around here again, looking for Kinkeller. Catch it, he's probably a bit too far out. Oh, it's rolling around.
Wow.
Bit of an old toilet bowl roll there, but can't drop.
And a foul.
That's Leo Cooper going to the line.
That went around a few times in the rim.
It did. You're always wondering if those are going to drop, but unfortunately for Monash, not that time. But Leo's going to go to the line there. Now one half of the Cooper brothers from Old Scotch Cardinals. Obviously his brother there, number 6, Conrad. Knocks him down for the line. Now Melbourne really need a bucket here to settle. Otherwise this lead is going to start to blow a little bit out of control for them. Goes around there for Coles. Kloss, sorry. Kloss on the outside, looking for the three. It's going to be a bit short there. Lucky to get any iron. Oh, he's making amends there. Gets it back. Looking, Spiller, attacking.
Good Euro step.
But good D there from Mayer. Able to stay in front of Iggy Spiller. There's another turnover. Rhymes is going to take it the other way for Melbourne. Looking. Nice little spin there. Can he finish? Oh, he can. Beautiful move there.
Very nice by Joe Rhymes. Now, for those of you who just clocked in, Monash are leading this one, the men's basketball game, and Melbourne is leading, though, in touch rugby, women's touch rugby.
What's the score on that one? Beauty.
So they're actually, they're doing very well in that one. Time's almost up.
Melbourne on top in that one, looking to add to their overall big blue standings here. Getting another point on the board. Looking inside there from Keller. The spin, turn, foul. Can't convert, but he'll go to the line.
Two good spins there from Melbourne and Monash.
Yeah, we've talked about the post play, but it's definitely seemed to feature so far of this game, of this big blue clash from both teams. A lot of craftiness inside, and then with that guile, but then also the power to get through and either draw some contact or finish, or both. Keller again. He's a big guy who does it from the line. Spiller to take it up court, and Melbourne desperately need a bucket here, Agent.
Agreed. Down by 15 points before halftime, not the best sign.
Aside from that Rhymes bucket, looking inside.
Great entry pass there. For
O'Connor, and can't finish, but he'll go to the line. Some changes coming.
See if he can convert to...
It's Kumo's coming in for Iggy Spiller there. It's off on that one. One to come here for O'Connor. He's off. The big misses in the momentum of this game. Melbourne looking to trap, but Mayer's going to pretty easily take that up court. He's got Kloss on him. Kloss looking in outside at drive and kick. It's Cooper. It's Leo Cooper. Unable to finish on that one, and Melbourne going to take it the other way through Rhymes.
Umer's easily the smallest guy in the court, but it doesn't seem to be stopping him.
Was
that an offensive
big
foul?
Hit? No, that's two shots coming up there for Rhymes.
Wow. Very big hit.
Could have gone either way, that one. But big collision that will send Rhymes to the line for two much-needed potential points here for Melbourne.
These would be big, just to get the momentum back. Melbourne
Absolutely.
Way.
Cooper checks in for Cooper.
And just chip away at that lead. We've still got a half to go.
Dent's come out there for Luke Hughes. That was the first one there. Just need to, trying to wrest a bit of momentum back here in Melbourne. The game's not entirely been played on Monash's terms, but they're the ones who seem to be able to be putting away the baskets at the moment.
Sinks the second one, though. Good signs.
1 minute, Omer, ooh, through traffic, almost lost it, and then he loses that one, pushing it up court. And the foul. That's Joel Rhymes there. He's been big lately.
Onto their feet.
They love that basket, and the crowd loved it too. Those are big for the momentum if Rhymes particularly can convert this and one opportunity and get those 3 points. And
he scored 4 in a row. Mini turnaround.
He has been, and he knocks that one down.
Good play.
So back to 10 here. 25 seconds left.
Good hustle there by Melbourne Uni.
From Kloss, yes. Knocking it out of bounds, and there's just under 20 seconds left. Time winding down. Melbourne can't give up a shot here. That'll be a backbreaker going into the halftime break. With the spin, Keller.
Beautiful move there.
We've got 6 seconds, 5, 4. Kumo's outside shot. Can he hit the three? It's in and out.
Unlucky.
Just off there.
What an exciting finish to the first half.
And we've got a 30-18 margin in favour of Monash there. Melbourne started to hit back there. just before the break, but Monash still hold a 12-point lead. We've got some score updates too, Adrian.
Yeah, the women's touch final score, 10-1 for Melbourne.
10-1 for Melbourne. So they secure another big blue win. Huge there.
So what's the tally then?
That makes it 4-1 now.
4-1, wow.
4-1, so they've, Monash have only got the win in the previous basketball game between the girls. So Monash really need to get the win in this men's basketball to start to, pull this big blue competition just a little bit closer. If they drop this one, almost insurmountable.
Well, it looks like they may be able to pull it through. Melbourne Uni really have to, pull themselves together here if they want to have a chance of winning this one.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, we've now got Andrew Walker coming in for to come on to the commentary. Now, Andrew, yeah, go for it. Andrew's been with the club for, 15 years?
Big at the end of the second quarter there to try and get a little bit of momentum back for Melbourne. Staying on here to get things going. Is Melbourne going to inbound and get things started here? Going outside. Can he get a three to go? That's a bit short there.
Umar running the offense again. Monash.
Looking inside for Cooper. It's Conrad Cooper.
Bit of a heave there.
It was a bit off on that one. Again, Rhymes looking to get things going and looking inside. Kicking it outside. Kloss. Can he finish on that one? Yes, he can.
Okay, Andrew Walker now on the broadcast.
Hey, everybody.
So, Andrew, what have you made so far of this clash between Monash and Melbourne?
Pretty typical Monash team, shooting lots of J's, making them, sort of been their DNA forever. Hopefully Melbourne can use some of that momentum from the end of the first half and have a better performance here.
Yeah, Rhymes was really big at the end of that period there, really starting to cut inside and get a few big buckets for Melbourne.
Oh, yeah, he's a killer. I mean, he's just gotten better every year. He's playing Seabull this year with Diamond Valley. Started against him back in D1 at Warrandyte many years ago, and he's just kept getting better.
Who else has caught your eye out there today in the early goings?
The big fella for Monash, was he number 13?
Craig Dent, yep.
Yeah, I mean, he's been a staple for Monash for a lot of years and still just holding down the middle for him.
Yeah, he's just banging away there, being an influence on both ends. And their other big guy, that's Kinkeller again.
Big putback.
It's just those second chance points are killers.
A bit of a size difference between the two groups.
Yes. There's a couple of big boys out there from Monash. It's Luke Hughes pushing it up court. A little bit of a handoff, dump off there. Another big rebound there for Kinkeller. Just can't put it back in. And Melbourne will look to push the other way.
So, Andrew, how many of these clashes have you seen? Because you've been with Melbourne Uni, or you were with Melbourne Uni for a long time.
Nice move there from Rhymes.
Yeah, Rhymey. Yeah, so, well, the first one, which I think was probably about 2009, 10, we started doing this one. We used to have an informal friendly match of basketball, but I suppose the Varsity Challenge Big Blue probably started about 7 years ago, and it's probably, I'd wager the overall series is about tied. Seems like we win one year, they win the next.
Yeah, for the men.
Always a close game.
Definitely the past 4 years, it's split. Monash and Melbourne each taking 2 apiece.
Yeah, and I'd say before that it was much the same case as well.
Last year it went into overtime, very tight.
Big 3 there from Rhymes.
Yeah, Rhymey.
There it is. Andrew Walker.
Big triple.
Very, very big triple.
Rhymes
getting it under under the double-digit lead now. It's only 34-25. Melbourne mounting their comeback.
Good pressure on defense.
Looking outside, Hughes taking. Turns that one over across.
Very
looking.
Nice. See if he can capitalise.
Outside, Kumos fakes. Takes it in. Close, can he take advantage? Big 3. Ooh. We were talking about those three-pointers going down for Monash early, but in the early runnings of this period, it's Melbourne who have been successful from long range. Splashing it from all over the place.
Down to a 6-point lead for Monash.
It's amazing how quickly a couple of triples can just change the complete outlook of the game.
Definitely.
Certainly in a low-scoring contest.
Absolutely.
Both teams have been playing tough on D.
And there's another one there. Great hustle there from Ben Charlie. Inside, fakes one way. Can't get that one to go there. Craig Dent. Melbourne are going to push with all the momentum so far.
Good idea there.
Trying to dump it inside there for O'Connor.
Yeah, operation successful. Patient died on the table.
It's Canelos. Well held there by Charlie.
Little fake. Gets
nice little give and go there. Beautiful play there from Monash, and that's Henderson finishing up. Riley Henderson with a nice bit of play.
Presence of Dent.
Makes the key play. Big steal there from Canelos, and he's looking to drive. He looked to Henderson. Kick it off. No. Takes it himself. It's a bit short on that one. But the rebound. Steps outside. And just splashes a 3.
He's looked strong all game from deep.
He's got a very smooth stroke. Very quick out of the hands as well, which is a tough one to guard.
That's a rough call.
It is a bit of a hard one for O'Connor there.
There's been a bit of no blood, no foul this game to call that one. Just pull it out of nowhere, not sure.
Yeah, well, it may have the friendly tag, but there's it's definitely a serious clash between these two universities.
Oh yeah, there is no friendly. Everyone's playing to win.
Exactly. Trying to leave a big impression here. It's such a huge clash, just wanting to pull on your jerseys, particularly against in the big blue.
And both the girls and the boys going on to nationals after this later on in the year. So that should be, this training for that.
Yeah, just show their wares and get some reps under their belt in a tightly contested game.
James O'Connor pushing through.
Can't finish on a couple. Now it's going the other way. Touch puff. And a huge dunk there from Kinkella. That was impressive offensive movement there from Monash on the break.
Yeah, big throwdown. Just Dent again.
He's just making the right plays, and it's not necessarily scoring. He certainly can do that when he needs to, but he's certainly set up a few plays with some just really crafty passes. It's really important and such an asset for Monash to have a big guy operating out of the post to make those little dump-off passes. Dropping them off for the guards to run into and cut. It's James Martin coming in there for Rhymes.
Get his obligatory rest. He'll be back soon.
Absolutely. He's played the entirety of this third quarter and looking pretty gassed. Spiller off there. Sorry, Henley with 3.
Good hustle there by Melbourne Uni.
Charlie misses on the 3.
Unable to get the ball.
Cooper can't get that one. Big 3 there for Hughes.
Another run by Monash here. Built up. Getting the lead back up again.
Yeah, they responded well. Melbourne came out firing and they took it on the chin and had a little run of themselves.
That's what they say. Basketball's a game of runs.
That is indeed. And that Spiller going to the line. Can't convert that one. Canellis taps it to Kinkella, back to Canellis. Going to push. They look for another 3. No. Good D there from Spiller. That'll stay down this end with the Monash ball. Good hustle there, though, from the guards of Melbourne. Hughes looking to get things going there. Cooper back out as the big man got some touch from outside. No, not on that one. Kloss looking to push. Big block there from Hughes.
Just forcing the action a little bit there.
Yeah, looking for a basket and a shot that probably wasn't there. But the intent is there. Melbourne trying to get back into it as we're just about to wrap up this third quarter. So Monash leading 44-30. Outside, 3.
James O'Connor got the rebound. Out again.
Big board. They'll look to drain the clock a little bit here.
Shot clock and a real-time clock off by about 5 seconds.
5 left on the shot clock. 4. Ooh. Great look. 2, 1. Can't finish that one. Monash stopping, but they've actually got time. Spiller. Oh, can't knock down that 3. That would have been massive. But as it stands, it's still a 14-point lead to Monash. Have Melbourne got anything left to have another crack at it?
Well, going to come back. It's a very big performance from Rhymes in the fourth quarter.
Definitely. He's had a bit of a rest there towards the end of that period. Bit more of a rest now. He's got to come back out there and assert himself and take charge of that offense. Make things happen, whether that's getting his outside shot going or taking inside, looking for the contact, get that ball in the basket.
Bit of an up and down quarter there for Melbourne Uni. Started off very strong.
It was.
And towards the end, just again lost some of that energy, some of that momentum. Yeah,
Monash just started to get one of those runs back, as we said. Yeah, it's certainly been a game of runs so far. And Monash steadied the ship there a little bit. They were challenged, but still with a pretty handy double-digit lead.
Yeah, they're playing. Moving the ball, they're finding the open man, and their shooters are knocking it down.
Absolutely. So just waiting for this last quarter to tip off.
What do you think of the girls' game, Andrew? Impressive performance by both Monash and Melbourne? Now it's off.
Yes, particularly by the Melbourne girls. Historically, the Monash team have run away from the Melbourne girls.
Yeah, last 4 contests for Monash.
Acquitted themselves very well today. It's good to see good positive signs. It may be the move for Coach Bernard from the men to the women will work out well for the women's program.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely a tight game in the women's. As you know, we're sort of talking about the sway of results going to Monash's favour quite easily, but definitely didn't look like it out there this afternoon. Yeah, back going here.
Great steal.
Turnover. Charnley. Unable. That goes back again the other way. Spiller's hit on that one.
You can hear the crowd really getting involved now. Great support from Melbourne Uni.
Trying to will their players on for one last big run. Close face inside. For the foul there, Spiller. Close, can he hit one? No. Short again on that one. It's been short on a couple of his threes. But had the rebound, loses it again. Hughes pushing up court. The game's just gone up another notch. Cooper to Cooper inside.
Great hustle down low.
Rebound.
Bodies flying.
Bodies flying everywhere. That's Conrad who's going to go to the line for a couple.
Yeah. Always difficult watching a Cooper doing so well for Monash. Their older sister was a fantastic rower at University of Melbourne.
Oh, really? So they could have been running out there in the navy blue.
Would have been nice.
Their energy throughout the game has been quite a highlight. As you can see there, that was Conrad Cooper able to get the offensive rebound, go to the line, make it a 46-30 margin here for Monash.
Nice set play there by Melbourne Uni. Unable to finish, but well run.
Cooper again making things happen. Umair, that's way off on that three, but again, it was a nice pass to Leo
Lovely
Cooper.
pass.
That's what we say about those ones. Great pass.
Way to make something out of nothing.
That's it. Umair just the energy and the hustle on the other end and just turns into a Leo Cooper layup.
Sloppy turnover.
Very, very sloppy turnover there. Almost another one here. Kloss gets hit on that one. Just the energy seems to be up again. Another notch from Monash, and it's rattled Melbourne a bit here early on.
Yeah.
Unsurprisingly, the two old heads, Rhymes and Kumos, being checked into the game to steady the ship.
Absolutely need to assert a bit of control back here for Melbourne because it's opened up to a 20-point lead now. If they don't get a run on soon, the game's going to get away from them.
4 quick points there from Monash.
Yeah, it's really just changed the outset of the contest so far. And the contest that we're speaking of, if you're just joining us, it's the men's basketball iteration of the Big Blue between Melbourne University and Monash University here at the Parkville campus, the Nona Lee Sports Centre at Melbourne University. And it's Monash who have pulled away here with a 20-point lead in the early stages of the fourth quarter.
Still winnable though. Never too late.
No, it just takes one run really. You know, if a few threes, as we saw early in different stages, Close with great move inside, draws the foul, and will go to the line. That's the aggressive intent that Melbourne need to have. They need to go inside, try and get that basket to go, and if not, try and draw that contact and give yourself a chance from the line.
Looks like Coach Parnell is trying a little small ball to get back in the game here.
Rhymes is probably the tallest player out there at the moment.
It's certainly not a centre by nature.
No.
Umair from Monash, definitely the smallest, but he's playing very well.
His pace and sort of energy really on both ends of the floor has been quite a standout for Monash in pushing the ball up the floor or getting a steal back on the other end. We've seen it a few times. Here he is again. And he's a very unselfish player as well. A movement inside. Great movement into Kent.
Great play there by Monash.
Dent makes it. Kicks it back up to 20.
Yeah,
outside Rhymes. Could have gone for a three there. Steps back. Looking for the two. Unable to drop that one there. And that's a Monash ball. As Callum Francis tried to save that one, but unsuccessful in doing so. Still 20-point margin with just under 8 minutes to go here in the Big Blue clash.
Melbourne trying to press again.
They are.
Get themselves back in the game.
He's done it. It's Kumos.
Thought that one was a foul.
That one could have been called, but it wasn't there for Melbourne on Iggy Spiller.
They've been consistently not calling that one, though.
That's what you want to see. As long as they're consistent, that's okay. Backs down.
Good
Fresh airs that one.
Very good defense.
Conrad Cooper couldn't get that one to go. Very good defense there in the low post by Iggy Spiller for Melbourne University. Matched up with Umair there. Kicking a close to get it up court and try and get a much-needed basket here for Melbourne. You see that Rhymes. Fakes a three, takes it inside. Good ball movement there. Can Spiller capitalise? Oh, tough on the three there. That would have been a big one, and you can see it here. There was a bit of a groan from the Melbourne crowd there. Fakes. Fresh airs that one. That was Alex Maxwell from Monash. Back up the other end is Cal Francis. The pull-up three.
Very hungry.
Yeah, he was a bit of a heat check one there, seeing if the shot was going to drop, but no go on the Steph Curry-esque pull-up.
Any up-and-coming talent that stands out for Melbourne Uni, Andrew?
Liked Iggy here, number 9. Is they're flying around the court. Good, a good program up in Ballarat. So
is he new this year?
He new this year. Been working with world-class strength and conditioning coach Tony Sefton, and hopefully be having him firing come Nationals time.
There he is, Spiller kicking outside of Kumos, as Andrew was just speaking about, making things happen, setting that up. Kumos with the big three. But yeah, Spiller's energy and sort of, he's definitely not getting pushed off the ball when he's driving. He's quite a solid little point guard. Can't get that one on side. Cooper with the rebound. That is Leo Cooper. Oh. Good hustle there from Claus, but unable to do it legally. That's a foul.
Visibly frustrated.
Yeah, did not like that call at all.
Quick
There's a timeout there.
Here.
Insert a bit of control back. And have Melbourne going for one last run here. See if they can pull back in the game.
6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Yep, it's 52 to 34.
18. It's a big ask, but...
Very big ask with a running clock. But they'll
never
give
know.
it a good old crack, I'm sure.
If they can start getting a few threes to drop, a couple of threes can really sort of change the outset of the game.
Now, Andrew, you coached the Big V team, the Melbourne Uni Big V team, for a couple of years. Did you ever coach the Big Blue game?
Yeah. So it was 7 years with Big V, and the InterVarsity team I think was 10 or 11.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I was still playing Big V when I started coaching the InterVarsity.
And have you seen the progression of the club over the years?
Oh, certainly. I mean, the professionalism in terms of how game day is run has gone through the roof, largely creating a role that you feel good, Adrian, and do a great job of it for the club.
Thanks, Andrew. Yeah, no, it's great to see, even in the short time that I've been here, the developments, and the players, everyone sort of growing individually and coming together. Great culture as a club.
Melbourne ball off the errant pass.
It's always been the backbone is the culture, whether that's the varsity basketball or the club basketball.
Yep.
That's why the good players hang around, because frankly there's usually better financial opportunities at other clubs that choose to play here because of the culture.
It's massive, yeah. Easy look inside there for Craig Dent. Melbourne keen to push in transition for Rhymes and Cal Francis.
The risk reward of small ball just not paying off at the moment.
No, they've gone for it, but yeah, it's not working out.
Well, better to go down swinging.
Exactly right.
Another great take there by Monash. Finishing a lot better around the rim.
So we can look for a three. No, not on there for Kumos or Spiller. And the ball's going back again the other way through Canellis. Tries to smack that to one of his backcourt mates advantage of Spiller, but it's ended up back with Monash. Can't capitalise with the missed jump shot, but they go inside again for an easy rebound for Leo Cooper and takes it in for an easy deuce. Starting to get away now from Melbourne. 24 points. 58-34. Cal Francis, can he knock down the three? You can.
That was a smooth stroke there.
Melbourne are going to need a few more of those if they want to get back into this contest. Canales trying to get those 3 points back. Unable to do so. Here's Rhymes taking it up the court. All on his lonesome. He'll stay down there. Andrew, through your time, as you said, you've been involved with the Big Blue for a while. How important really is this game for both universities, like with the teams getting up for this game? What does it mean to them?
A ton of pride on the line. I mean, obviously, it's a standalone exhibition, but it is the most important clash for both clubs or both universities. Melbourne wants to beat Monash. Monash wants to beat Melbourne. That's how it is. It's how it's been for a long time. I'm sure it's how it's going to remain.
It's a fierce rivalry, and it definitely gets the best out of both teams, it seems. It makes for some great basketball.
And you can see no team giving up here. Monash has a nice lead, but they're still
Cos wanted the foul there.
Working hard, staying at it, whereas Melbourne not giving up at all.
Finger roll there from Leo Cooper, and they're starting to get a few in transition now. Game's really starting to open up now. Cos taking things into his own hands. Can't get a three down. Good stop there from Francis. Gets it going back the other way. He's open in the corner. But Charlie takes it inside himself. 60-39 in favour of the Monash University team.
This would be one hell of a turnaround if Melbourne came back from this one.
Canellis hasn't been able to get his shot going late as he was early, but
yes, it would be approaching greatest comeback on this court ever, which of course falls to the 2010 semi-final team that made up 13 points in 90 seconds to win in double overtime.
Wow.
Crazy. That's some Tracy McGrady kind of stuff there. It's massive comeback.
Oh yeah.
Was that Varsity or Big V?
That was Big V, but it was one of our
Cal Francis,
one of our alumni, Liam Norton.
Oh yeah.
Did that. Who played many of these games against Monash for the university as well as representing the club.
And he's still involved with the club quite heavily, even considering coming back for this Big V season.
Absolutely. Stalwart for a long time.
It's a credit to the culture that Melbourne University has in the basketball department. These guys keep wanting to come back and stay around. Right on the buzzer there. And it counts for James Martin.
Still up, trying to force some turnovers.
They're still trying. They're battling to the end here. That's what this Big Blue's about. The fierce contest. Dent's work inside. He's just very crafty.
They understand where to go.
Monash has been
Cal
able
Francis.
to answer everything really from Melbourne Uni.
The mayor just throws that one ahead for Leo Cooper.
Good ball movement.
Henderson, no, but Cooper, put back. It's been huge. He's had a few of those. He's reads the glass quite well. And those second chance points are just killers. Shanley can't get that one to go. They're kicking it up court now. Takes the contact. Can't finish that one. Craig Dent. He's played a good game, the big fella, the big veteran. He's checking out now.
So just over a minute to go here.
64-41.
Yep, 64-41 for Monash. Been a great game by both teams. Monash sort of got
Charlie,
to
nice
an
move
early
there.
lead and has been able to hold on ever since.
Oh, certainly. Tough at both ends on the glass, shooting the ball well. Winning combination. Well, tough on the glass right there again.
It's that inside-outside game that's proved deadly for Monash so far. Charlie pulling up for three. Can't get that one to drop.
I'd be afraid to see the three-point shooting percentage for the match for Melbourne. Hasn't been a lot falling today, unfortunately.
No, Kumos has tried to get a couple going, and Rhymes and Cal Francis, but yeah, they just haven't been able to get the shot going with consistency. I mean, it looked like passing at the three there. Kind of wanted that one. Monash just taking their time with that one, and that's going to end with the Henderson layup. So just wrapping up here now, 66-43 is looking like the final margin unless Melbourne can jack one up on the shot clock here, but it's Cal Francis doesn't look like he will. That's going to dribble out the clock and end with quite a large 23-point win here for Monash, who take this iteration of the men's basketball in the Big Blue Clash.
And were also able to win the women's clash, so they've won both here today.
Yes, so it's now a 4-2 margin. 3-2, 4-2?
I think it's 4-2 actually.
4-2?
So impressive work by Monash on the basketball court, but overall Melbourne Uni still has the lead.
Still holding strong here.
Okay, thank you for joining us.
Yes, so if you've at any stage jumped on the live stream, whether you've been on Melbourne Uni's Facebook page or Monash's, thanks for joining us. It's been a great contest, both in the ladies and the men's basketball action out here in the Big Blue. Huge, fierce rivalry that's definitely led to some great quality basketball from all teams involved.
Thank you, Andrew, for coming back.
Yes, thank you for chatting to us,
Watching the game
Andrew.
and also commenting.
No problem. Happy to help out.
Providing some expert commentary and some great insights into this clash. Thanks to Adrian as well for joining us here.
Thank you.
And I've been Nick Boylan. We'll catch you again next time.